Okay, so let's see. I'm getting ready to pack it in because it's super cold and it's getting dark. Um, I can barely feel my fingers and toes. So, but I want to do a quick video on how to use the stinger when you're Euro nymphing, and just some basic Euro nymph techniques for people who haven't done it before, or if you're interested in it. Um, so basically, we start off casting short, and so whether you're using a stinger or a conventional reel, you want to pull some line off. I pulled off about 3 feet, which is actually about 6 feet because it's doubled up. And then when I cast, I've got it in my pinch finger right here, but when I cast, I'm gonna let go of it, and that's gonna let me utilize some of that 6 feet that I just pulled out. So I'm gonna cast it out there, and then I'm gonna put the line back into my pinch finger. So again, I cast it out there, and it took up all that 6 feet already. So I don't really have enough very much. As the fly comes towards me, I'm stripping in that slack, and now the fly's behind me, and I'm ready to cast again. So again, I'm gonna let go of the line. I'm gonna take up the slack, and then I'm gonna cast it. I'm gonna let the line run through my fingers. I'm gonna need some more line, so I just pull out some more. So again, as I'm fishing it, I have the line in my pinch finger, and in this really cold weather, I can't even feel it. But try this. Okay, so that might have been a fish. I don't know. Okay, so it's in my pinch finger right now. I've got plenty of slack line to fish and to cast. So when I cast, I'm going to let go of it, and I'm going to throw it out there. The weighted fly is going to pull my line out, and then I'm going to set the line back into my pinch finger, and I'm going to dead drift the fly. I'm going to fish it. So see, now I only have a couple of feet. As the fly comes towards me, I'm stripping it in. And I don't have too much tension on the line. All I'm doing is I'm just staying ahead of the fly. So I just have a little bit of sag in my line. So if I do get a strike, I've got a real direct connection to that fish. So I can set them pretty quickly. So again, I'm stripping in the line as it's coming closer to me. And if I want, I can even let some line out as the fly goes away from me, if I want to fish a little bit downstream. And that's good if I have like a wet fly or a streamer or something. So this is basically the line that I'm using to fish with. I might need more, or maybe I don't need so much, but basically this is my working line. If I need more, I pull it out. And if I don't need as much, then I take some in. But this is pretty much enough to fish a pretty good size area. And if I do catch a fish, I'm working them with my my line hand. I'm not reeling in. I'm not going to reel the fish in. I'm not going to wind the fish in. I'm just going to work them in as I need to with my working line. So my line hand does all the work and manages all this line here as it gets shorter and longer. It also hauls the line if I have to get a cast out further. I'm going to haul it with my line hand. I'll show you what that is. So right now I'm water loading it. But if I want to go cast this thing further, I'm going to haul it. And sometimes the haul is nothing more than a little flick of my wrist, my left wrist. And then again, sometimes when I'm casting short, like right in front of me, I don't even use my line hand at all. I just pinch off the line and basically just flicking it out there. I don't even need my line hand to retrieve it, because on these short casts, as the line comes closer to me, I just lift my rod higher and I lower it down towards the back of my drift. And then when the fly's out there downstream, it's all set up to water load and flick it upstream again. So I'm not doing anything with the working line or with my line hand. You can just basically fish it one-handed. So yeah, that's just some basic Euro nymphing techniques using a stinger. Oh, so when I'm all done fishing and I want to move spots, basically just gonna reel this line in onto the stinger. Grab my fly, and that's it. Pretty simple. So I want to cast and let my flies drift underneath those branches right there. So I'm going to go around clockwise, get the fly under there, let my leader sink below the surface and go under those branches. Sometimes I need to put my rod tip down under the water in order to get that leader to sink. I'm surprised there's not a fish in there. Uh-oh, got a snag. Anyway, that's how you cast under low-hanging trees like that. Oh!
All right, there we go. Let him go, bud. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go, bud. That's a nice fish. Look at that. Pretty cool, huh?